a little yellow, but still wanted to come and share a few elements. I happen to be at a leadership conference here the next couple of days, so you're going to see me here. I was traveling yesterday, but with you today, excited to kick off a session of coffee chat. Again, here to bring value to you guys, here to hopefully share a little wisdom in your day. And the first thing I want to ask is where have you gotten, last week, I think it was, I decided that, man, I've gotten complacent in my workouts. I no longer, it's just, I'm going through the motions. Working out for me, and as I shared this on a podcast, and it kind of was very convicting, is working out for me is being driven. Yes, I'm just driven and disciplined. So that way, when my kids who are 16, 14, and 13 right now, when they are in their early 20s, late teens, I'm physically able to go do whatever with them. My daughter plays soccer as a dancer. My son is a football player, basketball player, soccer player. My younger son is a football player, a basketball player. They're active kids. I want to be an active dad. So why do I work out? I work out so that way I'm physically able to work out with them. And I found myself being complacent. I was just kind of, going through the motions. And so I adjusted my workout. I went back to a workout that I did a couple years ago. And what I found this morning is, this is a little harder. Now, I was doing fine in my workout, but now I'm finding that I'm challenged again. There's things that are a little bit tighter, a little bit stiffer, a little bit sore. This is what I know. In life, just as much as my workouts, we get complacent. We don't understand we get complacent. I packed for this trip, and there were some clothes. I thought, I'm going to fit into these. It's going to be fine. And it's like, that's a little tight. I need to get home and change my workout, but also adjusting my diet to make sure I get back to the person I am committed to be. And that's what I think happens with complacency. We end up being in a place that we don't want to be. The next thing I want to share with you this morning, it's kind of this idea of topics, is understanding that every decision is emotionally made. We think that if we, devoid ourselves from emotion, just push that stuff aside, that we're going to be able to make better decisions. Well, I learned this, I've shared this before, and I want to share it again, is the only way our brain is able to make a decision is from the emotional center of our brain. We're not able to make decisions from the analytical side of our brain. It's just not possible. Now, what happens is we can allow our emotions to determine those decisions, or we can control our emotions and let it inform our decisions. But every decision is emotionally made. Once you understand that, once you learn that, once you kind of come to grips with that, man, the idea of emotions fueling you and benefiting you is so helpful. The last thing here today is my thought of the day. Something I'm just working through. I'm going to share a little bit of notes from my phone here, and I want to share this, that my thought of the day: rejection is a guide to transformation. Rejection. It's something, rejection. I'm not alone. You're not alone in it together. We don't like rejection. Rejection is hard and tough. It comes into our insecurities. It comes into our connectedness. It comes into this psychological safety we all have. But this is what I know. I'm going to read it this morning. The ability to see rejection as a guide and a gift is going through the transition step, moving from being static to transforming. When we see rejection as a guide, well, then we're able to start the path to transformation. And if we don't see rejection, we just stay static. We stay the same. So if we accept a rejection, it's like somebody rejects us. That's a good thing, because then we're moving along the path of transformation. I hope you got value from this today. Thanks for being here as always, and appreciate you all. Thank you for sharing this as well, guys. Comments, love it, appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.